Boston building a lead with Garnett on the bench as we head to the baseline and Matt Stuyvesant. Matt, the Hall of Fame nominees, a Warrior flavor, also a Boston flavor.
Yeah, Dennis Johnson, the late Dennis Johnson, one of 15 nominees who may be elected into the Hall of Fame. Now, he's an interesting case, Jim. I mean, maybe one of the best defensive guards in NBA history. Larry Bird called him the best teammate he ever played with. Jim, not a great shooter, except with the game on the line, but he's kind of in that gray area. Is he in or out? What do you think, Jim?
I don't think he has a chance to make it in, quite frankly. I mean, you know, Dennis was a great guy and a very, very good basketball player, but there have been a lot of good basketball players in this league. I just don't think he's achieved Hall of Fame status.
The 3 titles with 3 different NBA teams?
Well, you know, then Robert Horry. You're going to bring him into the Hall of Fame also?
No, well,
I'm speechless, Jim. I guess I have to answer no.
Ray Allen missing and Peters with the rebound.
I'm not making a case for Dennis Johnson. I'm just discussing.
I just said no, and that's all I said was simply that's it. I just don't think he's got enough.
Shot clock down to 10. Barnes getting it out to Monte. Ellis with the floater. Monte Ellis. And I'm going to finish the Hall of Fame thing. Dennis Johnson can go in the Hall of Fame after Chris Mullin, Adrian Dantley, and Don Nelson get in there.
Well said.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say something about Monte. He has a vast number of finishes, doesn't he? He can scoop, he can go left, he can go right, he can finger roll, he can come back, put it off his palm, he can just do so many things. Can Barnes get something? They'll get the ball, they'll call the foul.
But I like that Matt Barnes is attacking the rim, because settling for jumpers doesn't work against Boston. And here, what needs to be said is the Hall of Fame takes into account collegiate, international, and professional. So a number of those names may be unfamiliar to you. And you even have Dick Vitale and then the owner of the Pistons, William Davidson. So a lot of different ones. But Olajuwon's going in.
Olajuwon's a lock.
Pat Riley's going in. Ewing is going in. And selfishly, I can't believe that Don Nelson and Chris Mullin are not in the Hall of Fame. And what I also don't like is that there's a 24-member selection group.
18 you have to have 18 positive votes.
Right, and they're not publicly named. So stop doing this stuff in secret. Tell me who's doing the voting, because I want to talk to them why Don Nelson and Chris Mullin are not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, Mullin, one of 12 men with 2 gold medals, College Player of the Year, Final Four with St. John's, 25,000 points, multiple All-Stars. Come on.
I like to keep some things quiet about my personal life.
Yeah, you're a voter? Okay. I want to out the voters, Jim. I want them publicly named.
You know, and I like Dick Vitale, but I'm not going to vote for him.
Okay. Matt Barnes, some good energy as he heads to the bench. Had the 3 rebounds, couple points, made the free throws. Barron back in, Garnett back in. Extended minutes for Weber's played 14 minutes here this first half.
He came out too far for Garnett, and he lost the handle, though. They're going to call the foul. Weber extended. He was worried about that shot from Garnett. Now, Garnett does have that range, but it was probably about 2 feet further than he liked him. When Weber came forward, that's when he made the drive right around him. And there was a reach by Weber.
Okay.
And if he'd have dunked it, there wouldn't have been a call.
Weber fouled him at the top of the key, but Garnett was in the act of shooting?
Yes, because he didn't. It was a continuation. He picked up the dribble.
Garnett missing the free throw.
All right, let's take a look on the drive. There's the reach foul, see? So no more dribble. It's continuation. It's continuation. And that's very objective, and it's a good call.
So Weber will sit with 3 fouls.
He just covers a lot of ground.
Yes, he does.
He could be a high jumper, triple jumper, long jumper.
Kevin Garnett, 7.6 rebounds.
I bet Garnett would have been a good 400-meter man. That would have been interesting.
Think of him coming out of Farragut Academy. Really breaking the seal after Moses Malone and Bill Willoughby, high schoolers to the NBA. The strength of Baron Davis on display.
He took a shooting guard, small forward combo in Ray Allen and took him to task there. And how many point guards can do that? That was a tough drive to finish.
With Eddie House.
Well, he has a field day. Playing with this group, when 3 scorers that give you 60 points a night, and you just play off of them. What a dream for a shooter.
The Celtics 3-point shooting and the Warrior turnovers. The reason this game is where it is Petrus has not had the range.
Not even close there. He's hit one, the only one the Warriors have made.
Garnett catching. Beautiful distribution. Perkins lost it. Push ahead Monte. In on Pierce. The collision and Monte to the line.
Petrus got that block at the other end. He stripped it.
Isn't it fun when Monte Ellis crosses half court?
Oh, it is fun because you know what's going to happen. You just don't know how it will come about. Now, Petrus reached in, just stripped Perkins, and kicked it out to Monte ahead. And Pierce, he just said, I'm going to get this way soon enough where he can't get all the way to the basket and make him earn it from the line.
Monte Ellis, 13 points, 5 assists. And he was the only Warrior that had any kind of game in Boston against these Celtics. Love how when Petrus got it, you pointed out right away, Jim, the immediate throw ahead to Monte. The second is a free throw. Rondo had it knocked away, but Harrington hand in the cookie jar. And now the Warriors over the limit. So free throws for the Celtics coming. Mandatory timeout. 2:59 remaining in a wonderful first half with the Warrior youngsters going against the big three. And Monte and Beatrice working beautifully together.